left.
No, yeah. Hey, everybody, welcome back in. It's Thursday. It's Radio Row on. Oh, you're fine. This has been happening the whole time. This way, I mean, we're just popping up live randomly on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. It's Claibs Online. Joe Roderick here, and as you see right there, it is Diplo. Hey, before we get into any of the music, any of the game, or anything like that, so this past Sunday, I flew in on Saturday, and on Sunday, I ran the Huntington Beach Half Marathon.
You did?
Yeah, I went and did that. And then when I told people I was having you on, they send me articles saying that you just ran the Miami half without training at all. So what the hell?
Was there a Huntington Beach full marathon too?
There was a full marathon too.
I think I could have done the full, but my feet were so wet. I don't have the right socks, so I was like, my feet were like soaked. I was like, it was like swamp feet.
Yeah, I got that in this one.
Mile, and I was like, I gotta stop because I'm not going to be able to change my
Wait,
socks.
like, were you signed up for the full and you were just like, 13 miles, I'm done?
So I thought I was going to do 30. I never. That's the longest I ever ran without stopping. So I was like, fuck. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. No, it's a podcast. We're online. Say whatever you want. I was about to tell you to F off for doing it without any training at all.
But now that I did 13, I was like, now I can probably go, and I think I could have done it. Maybe I'll run like a 1:16 or something just to see if I can make that far. Somebody tells me that's the hardest part. After 16, it's like.
I did my first full. I did the Chicago in October. And it was hot as balls up there.
October still?
October. They kept up in the.
You still started like 6 a.m. though?
No, it started at 8 a.m.
Okay, that Florida one had to be started at 6.
I would have really loved that Chicago one to start at 6 because at 8 a.m. and you're talking a marathon, and it's in the noon, like you're in the afternoon by the time.
Like 8 something, and it was like super hot already. I can't imagine keeping the full and not done till like 10, 11.
Yeah.
That Florida side's right on top of your head.
Yeah, it was around like mile 20, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, I've never gone over 20 miles before.
Yeah.
And I kind of hit that. It's like every step I take after this is like the farthest I've ever gone. Yeah. And then you're just seeing people dropping off left and right on the side.
Is
and I'm
like that?
It was just because of how hot it was. I mean, it was.
And they're like actually need medical attention.
Yes.
Just
like laying on the side of the road or just stopping and people coming up and be like, you need salt, you need water.
I saw people falling over on the half too. I was like, I never seen that towards the end. I was like, wow, this is really a battlefield out here.
Yeah, there was one, like I remember running by a guy like at mile 4 and he looked like, you know how the ones that look that are like that's what they do for a living.
Runners for real,
is do that. And they're going out running like 5-minute miles.
Yeah.
And I saw that and I was like, damn, like I don't even know how that happened. So how did that even happen? Like, how did you sign up for that? I mean, was it a bet? What was it?
I had a show already at the strip club on Friday night, and I was like, look, my friend told me like it was a Miami marathon. And I was like, I've wanted to try a marathon for a while, so I signed up for it a couple months ago. And I probably should have trained a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe. I just got decent shoes though. I got the Brooks. They're pretty ugly.
They are ugly. I have a pair of Brooks, and I hate wearing them just because of how ugly they are.
I feel it really ages me. You know, I feel like a dad with those Brooks, but they were the best ones. I'll be honest.
I go switch it around a lot, and sometimes it'll go based on what I'm wearing for the race. Like I'll pick my shoes off that.
You have your own insole though, I guess.
Yeah, I'll throw in 2 pairs. I do, and 1 I just use the insoles that are already in there.
What's your favorite one? Saucony or something like that?
My favorite are Nike Revolutions.
Really excited.
I
haven't heard the best thing about Nike, but
and that's what I've heard too. Like I've tried other Nikes and hated them, and it just it didn't work for me. But I have a pair of Asics, a pair of Nikes, and then I have a pair of Brooks.
I'm gonna try
the Brooks are just so. It's just the back heel of them, and
they look like the ones you mow your lawns in, you know, but whatever.
the dad shoes, the New Balance.
It's pretty rough, but they worked. They got me through it.
It did. So you got a lot coming up. You're doing multiple shows.
Super Bowl's crazy. Like 6 shows this weekend. I got a single out tonight.
Yeah.
At midnight with Miguel called "Don't Forget My Love," and then I'll be at the game on.
Nice.
And I know your old home team's going to be playing there.
We're not happy about it.
So
big Bengals fans. Big Bengals fans.
I'm actually going to root for the Bengals too because I love the team. Even though I don't follow them, I just like their logos and stuff.
Yeah.
But when I was at the 49ers game, I'd say it was like 80% Niners fans.
Yeah.
And the ones I did find with Rams fans, they had St. Louis Rams shirts on. Some people
really?
were still that. Some people were like, I think flew from St. Louis with because they were like, come on, there's not really a lot of real LA Rams fans unless you're like 60 and you remember the 80s, you know, like
there are. I mean, you get a lot. I think a lot of like the people that are in their 40s or 50s that are Rams fans it was because like their parents were.
Yeah.
And that's what they knew. And I think the LA fans followed the team to St. Louis when they moved.
Yeah.
But the people in St. Louis really didn't follow.
Well, if they win this game, it's going to be they're going to be a huge Rams community after this.
You think so?
Yeah. 100%.
Well, if they lose though, does it just go back in line? If
Yeah,
people just stay 49ers and Raiders and
everybody's it's California. You're free.
Yeah.
Everybody's a 49ers fans. I feel
yeah.
like.
I know we don't have much time with you, but Ben, I know wanted to jump in too as this.
Can you talk about how important it was for you to go to Cuba and do what you did down there, and just the impact you had down there?
I was just talking to one other interview here. Like that was probably the biggest and the craziest show I've ever done. It was over 1 million people in the streets. It was free, and the kids knew all the records. And to find, get on the internet there. So the way we got the music to people was through these like USB keys, and these like people go door to door and like trade information with people, and they just go to their computers and they get our music that way. And that's the craziest form of distribution I've ever seen for a concert. But that felt like the peak of my career, honestly. Like it was like one of the craziest shows. We had a bunch of hit records with Major Lazer, and it was cool to be in Cuba and see that community.
That's awesome. That is Diplo. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah.
What artists do you like to listen to?
I like to listen to new music all the time. I don't like to hear the same song more than twice. I like to kind of always explore. I'm really into country at the moment, so I'm checking out a lot of older country bands. And then
Kix Brooks walking around here.
Yeah, I saw him. I played last night with Cole Swindle.
Okay.
At that golf tournament in Phoenix. And just like going to Nashville a lot, working with those guys, and there's a lot of new, younger people that are doing this alternative country sound I love.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. That is Diplo. He is the 3-time Grammy Award winner here on Radio Row here on Claves Online. Back with more in just a bit.
At Western Illinois University, limits are meant to be pushed. Because the best change happens when people think in new and unexpected ways. At WIU, you'll experience a world where your presence matters, where your ideas take flight, and your determination opens the door to possibility. At WIU, we create a world that's brand new.